Did they,
I
so it
assume.
took like 24 hours?
No, I was rewatching that little introduction part of this challenge because I just want to kind of see what he said again. And someone messaged in there that said, I can't get into my account. Where do I go? And so he posted the website. So I went there and I hit forgot password and it let me in.
Oh, nice.
It's fine. I'm sure eventually I'll get access, but I got it now. Okay. I want this to be recorded. So does everybody think I'm super crazy and you have no idea what I'm talking about and you're so curious what this big challenge is? Anybody? Or is anybody like, yeah, it's just another Wednesday being friends with her?
We all know you're crazy, but
Okay, cool. All right, so we are streaming on Facebook too. That way, if anybody decides that they want to do this challenge with us, it's super simple. It's super easy. Um, but basically, welcome to Work It Wednesday for starters. And GoPro, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that event, but it is a network marketing mastermind. So it's people from all companies across the world. They come to Las Vegas, they go to this event, and it's like life changing, business changing. It takes it to the absolute next level. It's like the big leagues. So big league to go in person, a ticket's $5,000 for one person.
insane.
So just to set the tone of the type of training that's getting there. And if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with Jessie Lee. And this was one of the main platforms that she spoke on in person every year. So I actually bought my virtual ticket already for next year, which is what I was just talking to Dylan about, because they had an early access ticket to where it was like half the price, not in person, not going in person, not yet. Eventually I will be there. I will be on that stage because I believe in it that much. I was actually, it was kind of funny. I was watching a Jessie Lee training today. And she was talking about her GoPro experience and how the first time she went was 2016. And she was talking about this challenge that Eric Worre did. And he turns the lights down and it says, you know what the difference is? Half of you are going to sit here and you're going to sink all these trainings in today. And then you're going to go home and you're not going to implement anything. And next year, time GoPro comes around, you're going to be in the same spot that you are right now. It's just like, and I felt so yucky. I hated the fact that I wasn't going to implement what I was just taught. And I'm not going to change it all. So think about that. Whenever you learn something or you show up for a training, the implementation part of it is the most important part. So what we're going to do, and I'll go more into that at the 9 o'clock because I do want to get started on this challenge. What are we going to do is connection building right now, between now and 9 o'clock. All you are doing are texting as many people as you can and just saying hi. How are you? You've seen something on their Facebook, you want to check in with them. This is all we're doing. We are not trying to offer them the business right now. We're not trying to do anything other than solely reaching out to them and building connections, because the power is in quantity. And eventually we're going to go over the 6 steps here. Okay. So you're finding your prospects. This is either your customers or your businesses. Then all business is, I wrote really fast. I'm trying to read my writing. I'm so sorry. All businesses are conversations. You have to have the conversations like, how are you and how's life? And then step 3, you pivot. When the time comes, you will pivot into a business conversation. You never know when that's going to be, and you have to read each conversation individually because they will be different. And sometimes it could take days, it could take weeks to actually come up. But the more we're investing in people and the more we're going out and we're making those connections with people, the better success we're going to have, because we are putting ourselves out there and we were getting to know people. So I want you guys to start on this. Your goal, okay, before 9 o'clock is to get 100 people reached out to. Jenny, your face.
Okay.
Okay, I'm so excited. Now, a little trick that he said during this training. I was so fired up when Dylan's like, you need to watch this. You have to watch this. And I was like, you just set me up because you know it's going to light a fire under my butt. And then I'm going to come in here all freaking like shooting flames out my head because I got you guys going. He said a little trick on here. Oh, Zoe has the flu, so she's watching us on Facebook. Love you, girl. Here's a task for you while you're just laying there not feeling good. Is start from the back of your calendar or your contacts list, because anytime you do something like this, you reach out to people in the A's and your Z's get left out or your Y's get left out. So start backwards. And the 3 places that you can email, your phone, social media. Go through your VIP list,
That's
whatever.
where I was just headed.
Yeah, and message all of those people. Go through your phone, just message people. You are not mentioning anything about Scentsy, anything about the business. All you're doing is actually sending them, hi, how are you? How's life? It's been a while. If you don't know why you're friends with this person, you forget who they are, be like, hey, I was just going through my friends list. I forget, how did we connect? Maybe you saw that they got a new puppy. Ask how that transition's going. Make it, but don't spend a lot of time on this. And we're not replying to anybody either yet. We are doing as many first messages to as many people as we can before the 9 o'clock. Any questions?
Can I add something, Tab?
Absolutely, please do.
The only thing that I would be cautious of is if you're going through Facebook, after like 10 or 12 people, it will mark you as spam. So what I did is I went through my VIP group on Facebook, and then if I had their number, I texted them to save that. And then I would go to the next person. If I had their number, text them, go to the next person. If I did not have their contact, then I would message them on Facebook. So just kind of be cautious about Facebook if you are just constantly sending the same message. They say you can change it up a little bit and Facebook won't flag it, but just be cautious during this.
Also, if you're going on Facebook Messenger, how a lot of people get hacked and then they get messages that are like, hi, and then you're like, oh my gosh, is this the real person? That's why you try to make it personalized so they realize you are a real person and not just a hacked person trying to establish their account. Everybody ready? Everybody's already texting? I was hoping, no, I had music going, but apparently it shut off. Hold on. I was going to try to play music, so it wasn't. Okay. Is that too loud? Can you guys hear that?
I can't hear it.
No, we can't hear it.
That's so weird. I'm like, it's so loud right now. You can't hear this? I guess I could do it through my phone and share my audio. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. If you're tuning in on Facebook, real fast, just drop in the comments if you are participating in the challenge, so I know that you are doing it. Does anybody else laugh when they go through their phone list and be like, I'm not messaging mine?
Yes. Yep.
Or it's real time for a cleanup.
I can kind of recall a little ways back. Small trying to ball, always got the black in my
And don't get distracted and start scrolling on Facebook. 'Cause I know it's hard not to. And if you have questions, just unmute yourself and ask.
But it seems so flawed. Success didn't come till I cut it all off.
Oh, and no cheat codes by sending out a project broadcast to 100 people. This is individual messages.
Dang, no, just kidding. I'm on Facebook doing this right now, doing those people. Starting there.
Kind of a side note, one of the reasons that we do this is because, you know, it can feel a little icky sometimes when we do these booking blitzes or we do these join combos, because you just, you know, you might just feel awkward about it. And so, like, this is a way to be able to talk to people and just start actual conversations that you'll be surprised how many times the business will just come up organically. I'm asking some people, like, how are you ready, or are you excited for Christmas? I can't talk.
Right.
You're not reading responses, but has anybody got responses back yet?
No.
2.
Who said 2?
I did.
Okay. Noise. Got my first reply. She's still got Christmas shopping to do, though. Not that I'm reading it, it just popped up.
I would say that's like the biggest struggle of this is like not responding and not reading it.
I know. Gosh darn it. I failed miserably. It's like, just swipe, go away. I'm getting real annoyed. My phone case keeps hitting my volume button. Watch, I'm going to FaceTime someone on accident.
That's even better.
That'd be a real connection.
Right?
There's your connection.
Okay, it's still doing it without my face on that, guys. Losing my stuff.
And some of these people that I've messaged, like some of them are younger, and I say younger, like I'm not that old either, but like it's like a 19-year-old. I don't know. She's like, I'm like, hey, how are you? Because they don't talk very much. So I
Right?
just replied back, good. I'm like, okay, just minimize and keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just as fun to see like the age people, like the different ages of people, like how
How?
much they reply back.
Yeah. I agree.
Side note, where's Megan?
I don't know. She did not answer really to this whole thing, so I'm not really sure.
She's actually been very quiet all week.
Hmm.
Need to check
Oh,
on her.
I was just curious. So I was like, because I saw her
Yeah,
stories and stuff. So I just was like, wait a second, Megan's not on here.
I did yesterday, and she told me she was fine.
No. Hey, Tab.
Yeah,
Look, can you hear me?
yeah.
Wait, why can't I hear you?
Possible told you that.
Can you hear me now?
I still can hear you.
What the heck? Why can't I hear you?
I don't know.
Oh,
We
now I
can-
can hear you. Okay. Look who wants to say hi.
She felt the need that I had to say hi. Tomorrow,
What's up?
They call you BBB.
Brent the Bumble Boy.
Yeah.
Grant the Bumble Boy. Someone definitely thought that I wanted product.
How do you guys put up with her? She's a pain in my butt.
No, she's the best.
You're not allowed to talk anymore.
What?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna thumb to her after this.
It is so hard not to reply to everybody.
Ain't nobody replied to me.
The last lady, she said, not that I'm reading, but it said, I'm good. Thanks for checking. Like, I don't know. I think she was just thinking I was trying to get her to buy product.
Right.
My new girl's trying to get done or trying to get on here, but she's having issues. I'm realizing a lot of people that are in my Facebook VIP group are in my project broadcast that I talk to regularly. Oh, seeing that, Holly. After we're done, go back through and make a list or do it as you're going of who you've reached out to. I forget why he said. Do you remember, Dylan, why he said to do that? So you can. Didn't he say
Just
that?
so later you can follow back up. I mean, I think it just makes it easier to manage the list and know who you messaged. And if you've never created a list of 100, then this is kind of
Like the
help you start
backwards
that
way
too.
of doing it.
Yeah.
I think I have my old list of 100 somewhere. I just couldn't tell you where it is exactly.
It's always fun to go back and see.
I need a digital one.
Yep. Google Sheets, babe. Google Sheets.
But Old Faithful, pen and paper, never does us dirty.
That is true.
Unless you're like me who loses it.
Oh well, that's why I just said couldn't keep track of paper. So
So I'm supposed to go to an event on Saturday, and I need y'all to hype me up so that I don't bail.
Go, 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 go.
Right?
Because it's an hour and 10 minutes away, and that's a lot. And then I'm like leaving Bradley home with Nick all day, which like obviously I know Nick can take care of our child, but I don't actually want to be gone from my child for that long.
I get that. I get that.
Once you do it though, you'll miss him still, but you'll enjoy your time to be not a mom. You just got to do it.
Please go in the morning, see how it goes, and if the afternoon it's dead and you need to go home early, go home early to him.
Yeah, that's what Nick said. Because like the lady messaged and was like, no breaking down before 3 o'clock. And Nick was like, Psh, tell her you have your baby at home. Bye.
Right.
So yeah, but it's just like, because I'll have to leave here at like 7-ish in the morning in order to go set up because I'm not gonna go drive the hour the night before and the hour in the morning. So um yeah, it's just gonna be a lot. And I'm not a morning person anymore. But it's supposed to be like a huge event that's happened multiple years, and it's only $10 to get in.
Oh wow.
So I was like, well, and there's over 40 vendors. So I'm like, well,
He said, do it. I heard him.
I think you definitely should.
Like I said, you will miss him. I'm not saying that, but you will find a little bit of peace in having some time that you're not a mom. You know what I mean? You don't have to be
yeah,
in that role every second.
that's kind of what it's like. Been such a struggle being a stay-at-home mom now. It's like I love it, but also I'm like, oh my God, somebody take my child. But only for like a minute. Then I want it back.
Mom needs a break. That feels so bad not replying.
I know, right? I finally got a reply.
I've gotten and I know one of these people, they're like, hi, how are you? Like just seeing it popped up.
Mackenzie, have you been on Facebook? Do you know what challenge we're doing right now? You can either put it in the chat or unmute. You feel awkward saying hi to people, Jenny? Wait, where'd she go? Okay, so you are just messaging as many people as you can between now and 9 p.m. and all you're doing is saying hi. Or if you saw they got a new puppy on Facebook, talking about their new puppy, asking them if they're excited for Christmas. We're making connections with people as humans, not as Scentsy consultants. So as many people as you can.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here.
Go get some sleep.
Yeah.
I'll text you guys tomorrow.
All right, love you.
Love you too. Bye. Let me know how it goes.
Okay.
Bye.
How about I plug in my computer?
Well, what's the point of not replying right yet?
Because we're staying focused and making as many connections as we can in our time goal.
Oh,
And that will
okay.
take you away from it. Make them want it? No.
Mhm.
Funny, I'm seeing people that I messaged last year that ghosted me. I have some consultants in my group too, and I'm a little nervous I'm gonna message them because I don't know.
I actually, on my birthday, went through and deleted some consultants that I made friends with
Oh,
on Facebook, like at SFR, because they like sent me a thing on my birthday, and I was like, I don't think you remember
that
quite
you were.
right.
I mean, it's horrible, but like, it's a good problem to have that. Like, our team's getting so big, we have a hard time sometimes knowing if they're even on my team. It's so crazy to say. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm rocking on Facebook Messenger at the current moment. With no, what did he kept saying? Oh man, I forget how he worded it. Or you get throttled. Facebook will throttle you.
This is even more challenging. Like, you would think it would be easy to come up with more people, but after I've done 100 and now like 2 days later trying to find another 100 that I didn't message, my circle's so small.
This is the harder part. Now I'm moving on to just members of my VIP group.
That's what I did. I mean, that was the main way that I found people.
I wish you guys could hear my music. It's Britney Spears.
No, can't hear it.
It's weird though, because if you're talking, I hear it, but if you're not talking, then I don't hear it.
Yeah, like what is that nonsense? Three.
It's the same for me.
Yeah.
I hear it when she's talking, but not anytime else.
Yeah. It's so strange.
I know there's a way to share my volume. I just need to figure out how to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, just keep singing. There you go. Then we can hear
Yeah, that's awkward. Right. In the 5 seconds.
And it's recording.
How do you? Yeah, great.
it.
Welcome, YouTube. I'm gonna be famous. Out with my balloons. You guys still messaging?
Working on it.
Tessa, are you messaging?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm not aiming. I'm not aiming for 100, but I'm messaging. That's a bit big of a number for me.
That's fine.
And I am scrolling through Facebook, but I'm kind of like looking for people and glancing at their page real quick and seeing if there's something, you know what I mean?
Don't leave out any of those new mamas out there, because
The new mamas need love.
Well, and
yes, they do.
somebody got a dog, and I don't remember who got a new dog.
She's on a hunt to find the person that got a new dog.
One of Tab's friends got a new dog.
Well, that wasn't our messages. That wasn't on Facebook.
Gosh darn it, I gotta stop. It's raining. I can't stop singing. Like a creeper kind of messaging these people from my VIP group I've never talked to before.
Yeah.
But they're in my group. Gracie Lulu, how's it going?
Couldn't even find a meeting to talk to you.
You what?
I said I had so many tabs open I couldn't even find the Zoom meeting.
Oh, good. That's a good sign.
This is not okay for my ADHD. I'm struggling over here.
But you're pushing through. That's all that matters.
Trying. We had some friends show up too, so that's not helping.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they better be buying a lot of Scentsy. You got Hawaii you're working towards here.
They brought a truck over and they are leaving it, I guess. He's like, I don't want it anymore. You guys can have it. I'm like, what? Like, what?
Okay.
What's wrong with this thing? Who does that? Yeah.
I just got to do I know you?
I haven't got it.
I got so many of those, and it was so surprising because most of them were from my project broadcast, and I was like, I know I've blown your phone up.
Well, these are people that are in my VIP group, and I just don't even know. Like,
I know.
was thinking about altering this, like thanking them for following me, but I know that's not part of the assignment.
Right.
I just responded, like, when I did respond and said, it's Dylan Campbell, your Scentsy guy, and then just kept it going like it wasn't even a big deal.
I have
Tab, I also. Oh, you go first.
Sorry.
What's up?
I was like, I'm really like going through my phone list. Like, who are some of these people? Like, I have no names saved with anything. And I've gotten to where that I get to like so and so with so and so. Like just so I can remind myself of where they're from.
Yeah, I have Scott, and I'm like, okay, who is Scott? Oh, now I know who it is.
It just hit you.
Yes.
It's the guy
I
with the
still don't know
dog.
who this Sherry is, but I messaged her and said, "Hey, how are you?"
No, it was one of the other parents from the junior ROTC parent group. That's who it was.
Nice.
Yeah, I was just saying, Tab, that I also use this time when you give us these challenges that scare me too much to go on my Facebook groups and look for events. Because that's not scary to me. I'll message people all day long if I could get into your event.
Right. I know I need to do one of these little snack carts though for my delivery drivers. I know.
I can't believe you got. Do I know you from your VIP or from Project Broadcast?
I know.
Like they've just been getting your messages and just ignoring them.
Apparently. I mean, it makes me realize that like a lot of people didn't know that it was actually me responding to them. So
Right.
Right.
I didn't even remember doing this, but in February of 2022, I messaged to see if she was seeing my Facebook post because of horrible algorithms. She didn't reply.
There was some that I was like embarrassed of what I've sent them in the past. I was like, oh, this is this is bad.
If
One
you're
person I just sent like a random bundle to, and I was like, here's a
no
good bundle for you. I
no
was like, oh,
context whatsoever.
nothing. No
That's
hello, no nothing. Here's a good bundle for you.
I'm gonna have to bump my customer page. Or sorry, I'm gonna have to bump our chat after this because I have so many Facebook messages.
Oh,
It will bump back up.
yeah, it will.
When one of us find it and message. This girl messaged, or she was in when I did a bingo party for Jenny. I will message her. If you're just jumping on Facebook, I see we got a few new people on there. All we're doing is messaging people, hi, how are you? How's life? If you saw their kid just had an incredible basketball game, I think what sport we were in, message them and be like, that was so exciting. Make a personal interaction. In the next 10 minutes, message as many people as you can. God, how are you dumb? How are you doing? A lot of these people on messaging are from the same host that I had. I think that guy's a robot, or that person's a robot. I know this guy's a stop on my PB, but you can't stop me on Messenger. I was so short with this person. How do you play? Join the live and I'll explain. I must have been in a bingo when she messaged me that.
Right.
Little short of me. 5 minutes left. Get those messages in, people. Get those messages in.
Oh my gosh, that went so quick.
Right? There was. I finally got blocked. I finally got throttled.
Is it the same person that said stop on PB?
No, like Facebook shut me down.
Oh.
Now, how long does it shut you down for?
10 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, well, that's not bad. I would have been willing to do that.
At least there was 3 minutes until the chat. Or until you were done. I don't know what I'm saying. It's not to be fun.
We knew what you meant.
Well, now those people are really gonna have to wait for you to respond.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know if I can reply to anybody. Oops.
Sorry, you got locked out by Facebook. We're checking in on people.
One minute. Hey, still let me a message in this group.
That's funny. Put your message in that group.
Yeah, but not new people.
Yeah. I said, if she bugs them all the time, they won't care. I showed up though, so I didn't get on your naughty list. And my Secret Santa person has not sent in their list of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It must be like one of the only one because almost everybody had it.
At least last time I checked.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
There she is.
How did your little activities go?
Good.
Good.
Yeah. So I think we had 8 to 10 people on Zoom, and I saw the highest number 4 or 5 on Facebook. So I don't really know exactly how many everybody got responses yet, but I figure we'll go over that.
There's 8 in here, and it said, I think she said there was like 14. I don't know, RSVPs, but there's only 8 in the.
Well, that could be RSVP versus who's participating in Secret Santa.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, my person still has not put their list in there. And I don't know who they are.
They still haven't, or you can always just message Christina and be like, hey, my person hasn't done it.
Yeah. I didn't get you.
Oh, man.
I know, I was hoping, but I kind of figured she wouldn't. Mm.
I'm trying to find my desk so that I can actually set my tripod up.
Hi,
It is
Megan.
destroyed. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
You've been a little bit quiet this week.
Just over here in my little zone.
All right, it is 9:05 and I've already went live, so I guess I don't have to go live again.
Yeah.
Because we're live and we're recording and part 2, Work It Wednesday. If you're just jumping on, we just did an exercise that is super beneficial. You can do it at any time in your business. Hold on just a second. Okay, cool. This just want to read that message real fast from a teammate, not one of the people that I messaged. So you can do this at any time. Basically all it is just messaging people and connecting with them. So we weren't messaging anything about the Scentsy business and what we were doing. We were just saying hi. If we saw that they just graduated their kid and moved them into college and this is their first college or whatever, then you're telling them, you know, I saw that they're going to such and such college. Let people know that you do genuinely care about them as a person and that you are watching. So was that as hard as you thought it was going to be? Did it get easier? Tell me your guys' input on the ones that participated in that. Dylan, I'd love to hear your response.
Thanks. I mean, my overall response, I would say, is that I was not expecting some of the responses that I got, like, who is this? And or they would just like start talking about Scentsy right away, which I think is great, but I don't want our only relationships to be built on Scentsy only. So for those, I kind of went the opposite direction and did not talk about Scentsy and just ask them about their life and how things are going. So overall, it was a really good experience. I didn't feel like it was a normal like booking blitz where I had to talk about Scentsy. So it was a lot less overwhelming than a booking blitz or like a recruiting type of blitz. So I really loved it.
Good. Renee?
Well, some of them I just felt odd reaching out to because like the ones in my VIP group, like other people have added and stuff because yeah, I don't really know them. So there was difficulty, but other people that already like no, that was a breeze. And much easier than a booking blitz and asking them about Scentsy and
Yeah.
So
and that's definitely the point that I want you guys to take away from this. Brooke, did you want to share your experience with it?
Sorry, I was trying to help my kid find a charger.
Oh yeah, no worries.
But I like that, you know, I didn't feel pressure to be like, oh, hey, I still Scentsy. Do you want Scentsy? Do you want a party?
Right.
Like I figured out, like, you know, like I generally do care, and like sometimes I get on myself thinking I need to talk to this person.
Mm-hmm.
So any like I know that like several of mine had a new grandbaby. Some of them that I don't work with anymore because they have different jobs. I have a different job. I'm like, how are you doing? I miss seeing your face at work. Like it was just easy to make that connection real quick and not have to be pressed on about Scentsy.
Right.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. It is because you don't want people to think you only see them as a dollar sign. You're only worth if they're ordering from you. And that's not what we're going for. But sometimes, just like she said, you do lose that kind of like your goal mindset of you're trying to hit these objectives, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that we do kind of forget we should be investing in these people. And it doesn't always come naturally. Some people suck. My husband sucks at keeping touch in people. His entire family will tell you if they need to get a hold of him, they're calling me. Like that's the way it is. So it's not natural to some people to remember to check in, but it is important to people. People want to be thought about and they don't want to just be your next target. So that is something, our toilet task, that is something you can do every single day. Make it a challenge for yourself that you're going to organically reach out to someone every time you sit down to use the restroom. and start just, instead of it being 1 hour of trying to get 100 conversations, let it be every single day you're messaging 5 different people and you're building relationships with them, and see where it takes your business. Because I promise you, there will be a time and a place in these conversations as you're having them that the business is going to come up. That pivot is going to happen, but it's going to happen so naturally. It's going to be like, they're like, oh, I've been watching you for a while, and I actually wanted to ask you about the opportunity, or I wanted to ask you about the Scentsy Fresh that I see you spraying on your bed every single day. I promise you, if you keep the conversation going with them, don't let them just one reply and be done, because part of your job is to keep the conversation going. I actually wrote that down somewhere. Yeah.
I want to add in there when you're talking about that. Like, I did this activity Friday when they were doing it live at GoPro, like where we learned it. And even since then, like, I've incorporated it in an everyday thing. Like, I've actually funneled in 5 to 10 new people in the last couple of days. Like, there's one girl that I've actually been talking back and forth just from like watching her stories and then commenting on, what I mean, just creating a conversation and then getting to know them, building new relationships.
Yeah. And just like she just said, commenting on a story, that is, if someone's posting something in their story, it's important to them. They want people to see it, or they care about it, or it's important to them, whatever it is. Swipe up on that. Don't just heart it. Actually message them. They're going to be like, I know every time someone messages on my story.
Because of stories.
Absolutely.
I am a huge stories watcher. And like, I can't remember where we were talking about it, but the content that you like to watch is the content that you need to create more of. So, I mean, that's why I focus on, if I skip on posts or whatever, I still focus that I'm actually in my stories, because I love going around and watching people's stories. So I want people to see me in my stories every day. And I try to make sure that I personally, in my stories, I try to be in at least once a day. I can slack there and again, but I try to at least be posting in my stories every day. That's where I consume.
Exactly. Yeah. That is so goal. And if you're taking notes, I hope you write that down. You should be creating the content you like to watch. What is it that captivates your attention? Because there's other people out there like you.
Sometimes I've had people interact because like yesterday, Elizabeth's makeup always gets me so many people messaging me about her freaking, I swear. But like, especially her, they'll comment and be like, and it builds a relationship because they know my kids, they know what I'm doing. Like, it builds relationships. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge tactic to be able to utilize. And if you're not a story person, then, maybe try it out for a week, see if you can be, or go through and scroll and comment on people. If you're hearting on someone's message, you better be dropping a comment in there, because that hearting a message does nothing for your interaction of your algorithm. You need to be commenting. So scroll something, you like it, someone got a new job, you better be putting congratulations. You better be messaging people every time, happy birthday, because that goes the same way as messaging these people one-on-one. And Jenny, your comment was, it still felt awkward doing that. But if you do this 5 people a day, every single day, and you put it as part of your daily routine, it's not going to feel awkward to you. It's going to feel as a normal follow-up system of non-Scentsy, but it all ends up being Scentsy. But it's going to feel more organic, and you're going to feel so much more like gratitude from it, because this was a horrible idea to do between the training, guys, because my phone is just blowing up and I am distracted. But it's going to give you so much gratification because you were able to put that time and effort into actually caring about their life and actually wanting to know about them, that now you guys can have a relationship. And the more valuable relationships you have in your life, the more valuable your life is. Yeah. Because we all know money really isn't anything. Like, yes, it's nice, but it's relationships making you feel whole, making you feel like you have a tribe. That's why, we always say your vibe attracts your tribe. Well, what kind of customer base do you want to have? What do you want your news to be fed with? Your news feed is what I was trying to say there. I can't control the news and all that. We ain't going to watch that. me personally, anyways. What do you want your stories to be put with? What kind of people do you want to attract? And I was listening to something and it said, imagine if you had to create as much content as you absorb. So think about all the content that you're watching, all those stories that you're watching, all the articles you're reading, all of that. Think if you had to create that much content for yourself, and then think about where your business would be at if you're putting that much time and effort into it. So if you are a scroller, replace some of it with something that's going to create more flow for you from your personal and your business life. Okay, think about someone who sucks at playing the piano and they play for an hour every single day. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to eventually get good. Anybody that sucks at something can eventually learn the skill by practicing it every single day. And it's the same thing in our business. If we think we suck at recruiting, but yet we put ourselves out there every single day and we try to do it, guess what? You're going to accidentally become good at recruiting. And it is such a small little task of what we spend our time on, what we spend our focus on. That's what we get rewarded in. What do you want people to think of when they think of you? She's a boss. She is slaying that Scentsy. She has so many friends. She's traveling. She's changing her life. She's confident. Who is this girl? I want the purple Kool-Aid. Is that not what we want the world to see?
Yep.
So I'm not telling you have to show your whole life on social media because some people aren't comfortable with that at all. But social media is a highlight reel. And it's 2023, almost 2024, as hard as that is to digest. And people, they want to see. Like, people want to see what is going on in your life. So give them a highlight reel. Give them something to show on. I'm at a point in my business where I am really outsourcing. Like, I've had these Scentsy blinders on, and that's all it's been for the last 3 years. It's mainly been Scentsy leaders, Scentsy products, how I better myself. But I've really branched out, and I'm seeing all of these different leaders and all these different companies and what they have to offer and what they're bringing the world. And I want people to come to my stories, and I want to start putting business stuff in there because there's a lot up here, and I want to be able to share it with people, because me just knowing it and me being able to successfully run a business, it doesn't do anything. I mean, yeah, it's great for me, but that's not where my gratitude comes from. My gratitude is people seeing it, them applying it, and them changing their lives with it.
Yep.
And that's the journey I'm on. So I want you guys to look at yourself and be like, what do I want to bring to the table? And I know that's scary sometimes to actually sit there and think what you have to offer. Confidence might not be your strong suit. It wasn't mine. If you ever would have sat here and told me that every week I'd be doing a Zoom and people would listen to what I'm saying and show up for it, I'd be like, okay, crazy. I don't have anything to bring to the table. I'm not good at anything. But that's not true. And it's definitely not true anymore, even if it was true, because I really wasn't good at anything. But
I don't believe.
Oh, I really wasn't, but it's fine. I know I'm good at this. I know I have the knowledge, and I want to pass it on to you guys. I want you to better your lives. Does anybody have anything they want to include or ask or question? Okay, so the 6 steps of that challenge that we just did, I'll go over more in detail now that we're not on a time crunch. So step number 1, you're finding your prospects, an organic way of messaging them, how are you? You know, building that skill of just having a normal conversation. Step 2 is all business is conversation. You have to have conversations. to get the ball rolling, to even have that business conversation. And step 3 is the pivot. When the time comes, pivot to business when it's appropriate. Dylan gave me an example. He had someone who was in the hospital and the time wasn't right, and that's okay. Could take weeks, could come months, but that opportunity will circle back around. And because he showed compassion during that conversation, when that person had someone in the hospital, they're going to remember him.
Mm-hmm.
If you have enough conversations, you'll find when to pivot. It will get easier. The pivot point will become more prominent. The more conversations you have, you're going to be able to easily see that. Number 4 is the invitation. Invite people to check out a tool or a resource. So something that you utilize for your business, whatever that may be, to invite them into maybe it is a Zoom of what we do. This is why Jenny goes live making her bundles. This is an invitation into what I do as a Scentsy consultant. And going live is so important because you should show the behind the scenes. Sorry, Jenny, I keep throwing you right in there as those examples. But I talk to you the most, I feel. So I have more to go off of the behind the scenes thing.
I'm used to
it. So a tool or a resource is the invitation. 5 is the presentation. Duplicatable. You keep the conversation going, keep answering the question, and you keep pivoting. You don't let them out of that conversation easily. And I don't mean that as you're holding them at gunpoint to have a conversation. I just mean you're finding new ways to ask them questions, or you're finding new things to talk about. And then 6 is when you reap the harvest. You're enrolling them as a customer or a teamee because you have spent the time to get to know them, to get to know what their needs are, to get to know what their desires and wants are in this life. And you're giving them a solution to a problem that they have. And maybe their problem is their kids are annoying and they need space, or they need to travel, or they need more money. Whatever it is, you're finding the space for that to give them that opportunity. Wow, that was really fast. We've been on here for already an hour and a half. Oh, we have. All right, let me see what else I got for you guys. Does everybody feel like, just a reminder, Christmas cutoff is the 15th. You don't necessarily have the whole month. And I'm going to talk to you about this every time until that Christmas cutoff date is off. The PRV, that's got to happen prior to the 15th. So those goals, it is going to feel like half a month to be able to get to your goals and to get those sales in. You should be sharing the cutoff date left and right. You should be sharing the bundle options left and right. You should be getting in front of your customers' faces, getting into their DMs. This is our harvest time. There is no busier time than what this is right now. And if you feel stressed, I promise the end is coming. But you're getting to know a real taste of what the holiday season is like. And it is stressful sometimes. It is chaotic sometimes, but it's very rewarding. And you're going to be able to look back and be like, wow, I did that. I had my best month ever. I grew my team. But my hope is if you guys start having more organic conversations, that when it comes up for people wanting to join, it feels more natural. Because that is the area where I just don't feel like we're offering the opportunity near enough. And there's definitely, I'm included in that. I'm no one special. I'm included in that. But the more we do it, the more we're going to have that natural conversation of going into it. I think if I had anything cool in my notes to share with you guys.
I'd say you should be proud of me. I don't know why the light bulb clicked, but I just went in and had to start a new party and turned my previous one off of my PWS.
Yeah. Bank that party.
Right?
Oh, that's funny. Your tribe attracts your tribe. Wrote that. Don't lose sight of simplicity. Oh, I remember this one. It's funny reading back through my notes of just seeing the things that I've actually listened to. Ah. No one's got anything else for me? Or nothing they want to add? Lame. Just kidding.
Well, I have something, but it's not like something for everybody. I need help with something.
Okay. It's a later things.
It's a thermal printer thing.
Oh, I'm hitting buttons. Okay. Gotcha. We can work on that. Okay, so speaking of being busy and feeling like you want to quit or whatever, your priorities are never in conflict. And so whenever you feel like there's too much going on or I can't get to it, you have to separate what is the priority. And the more successful you are, the less excuses you're going to make. Sure, it'd be easier to not be making bundles and listening to a training right now. Sure, it would
Right.
be easier to be sitting in my hot tub and not on this Zoom call. Because that's really what I wanted to do. I'm not going to lie. Like, it was really calling my name.
Yeah, about that hot tub. When are we gonna get an invite?
I know. I should do like a little get together in the hot tub.
Well, she likes to call her friends sometimes too.
I do. That's my favorite thing to do. Successful people don't mind the extra effort. They'll always find a way and the fastest way to get it done from point A to point B. Do you want to be a successful person?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to have goals that you achieve? Yes, you do, Jenny. Stop that. Then you have to be nice to yourself. When people ask how you are or how your business is, say, I feel great. Business is great. If you can dream it, you can do it.
So can I get your opinion real quick, or whoever wants to opinion?
Of course.
I'm working on my cups and I ran out of these little suckers.
Pine cones?
So I'm switching it out for those little like bells.
Oh, that's cute.
Still looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
Are these pre-sold bundles or do you have an event you're taking them to or all the above?
The ones for my event that I'm taking Saturday, it's the ones I had already like done up and took last Saturday, but it was just slow. So I'm hoping this Saturday in Huntington will be a lot busier. So I'm taking those, but these are like customer pre-orders that they requested.
Nice.
I will say the cups are about the only thing that we sold last weekend at our event.
Oh, that is where that money came from.
I think.
I did. Here's another one that so this one, she saw, like sent me screenshots of so many different pictures and was wanting like a combination and then said, I want it Christmassy and kind of fancy it up. So that's what she's getting.
Ooh, I like it. Your bundles are always so cute.
I just have fun like playing around with it.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like when you're talking to someone, maybe you see someone who's super crafty and really good at making different baskets for people. Like if you see someone that is always doing like birthday gifts, like that's the beauty of it. They can channel that artsy side of themselves into their Scentsy business. Now you're getting paid to utilize something that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, because I'm seriously probably a broken record with my posts and everything, but
You gotta be.
I'm just constantly repeating posts and
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Yeah. No, because different people are going to see it at different times. And
That yeah.
It's not going to be the same people seeing it every time you post it. I guarantee it. I posted a link today that December 31st is the last day to register for World Tour. So if you're wanting to go to World Tour, definitely register for that. It's a really cheap mini SFR to be able to experience. It's a tax write-off. It's super fun. And it's only one day. And it's 500 incentive points. So
sadly, that was part of the big positive on why.
That's not sadly, that's why they do it. Are you kidding me? It's the best incentive there. They're gonna incentivize you to come to an event.
And you get enough in your kit to make it.
I'm here for that purple freaking bag.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I know like this season right now that we're in, I'm not gonna be able to do SFR and BOA that long. Like I can't do it.
Ever.
Huh?
Ever.
Well, just right now with
okay.
The ages of the kids, like I can't do it.
It's going to kill you.
Hey, I'm doing World Tour.
And it's gonna be even harder after you do World Tour.
Shit.
It's okay. It's okay. Parties aren't dead, guys. I know it seems like they are, but you got to be partying if you want to grow your business. That's not going to change anytime soon. Be thinking about, what you're going to do between now and the 15th, whether that's do a last minute party with someone, try to get in someone's home, try to get, trying to think what I was trying to say. I got brain fog. Be thinking about January already. Like we should always be front loading our calendars as far as getting events booked. If you're an event girl, hashtag Tessa, my OG event girl. It was kind of cool though that so many of you have events Saturday. Sucks it's the same time as our Christmas party, but
right.
I'm excited to see all the success everyone has. There she is. I'm excited to hear. Let me know about all the conversations you guys had today, how they go, as far as if you end up with any leads from them. Brooke, did you get that party set up for your teamie? Thought you guys were going to do an in-home one.
We were, but she's had like the flu, and then her kids have had strep over and over. And so we have just stayed away. But like I texted her during our conversation a while ago. I was like, "Hey, checking in. Are you guys feeling any better? Do you need anything?"
There you go.
Because I had talked to her last week about like meeting up with her, and she's like, "We're just so sick." I'm like, "Well, y'all can keep it over across the." She literally is my neighbor and lives right in front of my house.
Okay, yeah, keep it over there.
I said, you can keep it on your side of the road and I'll keep my sickness over here, so we're good.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was like, I will bring my little scents over to your house and you can smell them later.
Yeah.
Your nose works all the way and you can smell through it.
Sanitize.
Lysol, baby. Lysol.
Yeah, for sure. Dylan, what are you working on over there?
I'm responding to people. I'm focused on this.
Yeah. You feeling the growth already?
No, not really, but I am enjoying the conversations.
Exactly. You need to know people. It's not a bad thing. No matter what. And even if the conversation doesn't end up turning into business, it's not a bad thing just to have a nice conversation with someone.
I have to interrupt. I'm so proud of myself.
What you got?
I figured it out by myself.
What? You got your printer working? Hey, look at you. It's going to town.
Teach me how to use one. I want one so bad.
Whew. Sorry, I did not sleep well last night, and I am yawning. I don't know. We might cut tonight short with doing the hour prior. I didn't really plan anything else. I mean, I could go off on a tangent about something, but I don't really feel like it. I don't really feel like having flames shoot out my ears.
Oh my God, that was the greatest thing ever.
Figuring out yourself?
Printing them that quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just my return labels because I did Happy Mail and I've got Christmas cards almost ready to go out. So it's just my return address labels.
I
Happy
guess.
card.
What, Tessa?
Did you get my Christmas card?
I did, and I meant to text you. The day I got it, and then I didn't open it, and then I went to Aaron's and I saw Aaron's. I was like, oh, I haven't opened mine yet. It's so cute. But yeah, that was amazing. I love the saying. Turned our silent nights into a bundle of joy.
Oh,
It's so cute.
Good old Canva. I actually made most of it, and I was pretty proud of myself.
It looks amazing. I was so excited. And I laid it on the counter so Nate could see it. I don't know if he has yet or not. I had a thought. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna put you guys on the spot. Dylan, I'm gonna come to you in just a second, so be ready.
I'm ready.
Megan, can you tell us what your game plan is between now and the 15th to get that PRV for the month?
I actually have somebody that just hit a little over rewards with her personal thing. I'm gonna see if she wants to finish it off with the Facebook party and get her some more rewards. That's how I'm gonna try to get a party. And then I've actually got a bunch of mystery gift bundles made up that Felix is gonna take to work too. And I have more, like I got stuff with rewards, and that's what I'm making these gift bundles so I can technically profit from it and buy more Scentsy.
Perfect. So what would you say, what is your goal that you have for yourself by the 15th?
I'd like to at least hit the 500 because I still want to get my 1,000 in this month. But let's go 2,000 again, right?
I love it. I love it. Okay.
I just know December can be a kind of
yeah.
And everybody says January's a miss. Last year's January, it was my highest month ever. I
had a killer January.
Yeah, I almost did $3,600. So like to me, I'm not worried about January because I'm gonna be in that last push, and I have a lot of people that'll support me for my last push. It's pushing me this month to get me.
Yeah, December is always that way for me too. So I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm thankful for club this month too.
And we have Sierra's launch party Sunday. That's not my PRB, but
right, but still, that's GW right there.
And we've already talked about trying to make sure she's certified by the end of this month. So
yeah, incentive points.
Well, she was texting me. She is money hungry,
Yeah.
And so I really feel like once we can hit the certified, I'm going to talk to her about, even at this home party, I'm going to talk, about if you join her or whatever, you can help her learn with her and see if I can't get some teamies under her belt soon so we can hit them sensational starts.
As you guys are sponsoring, it is the absolute best to have people join when they're new, under people that are new, because they get to learn together. So whenever you're recruiting and you have a new teamie, tell them what a good idea it is to have them bring something on with them. Even if it's a mom, a sister, a cousin, a best friend, have a good night at work, Felix, whatever it is, that is going to help both of them because they're learning at the same time. It is such a cool thing to see two people, and then you become those battle buddies of who's going to have the most success, who's going to get. And guess what? When you have someone sitting there challenging you, you're both going to do this. Should I say this so we can have balloons? And you're going to go up, 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 up.
Oh. I'm really pumped to talk to her about realtor bundles too, because we had actually, when we talked like a month ago or whatever, and we was talking about Scentsy being an option, I had talked to, because she has like a best friend that sells freaking houses left and right, and I'm like,
heck yeah,
I talked to her about that, like being an option. I was like, you could get in with Lexi, and she could use you as her gift bundles for, and so I'm gonna talk to her. I seen her today, the realtor, and I was like, oh, I need to talk to her and get this going.
And that's the kind of stuff too. And I'm kind of talking to you from a leadership role here for those of you that are leaders, is that whenever you see that, like for Megan, that was a light bulb. For any of you, that might be a light bulb when you see there's a realtor. But for new people, that they're not thinking that because they don't have yet that Scentsy brain that we have, that almost in every opportunity something comes up and you're like, ooh, I can do this. So make sure as a leader, you're pointing that out. Just like what Megan said. She's like, oh, I need to reach out to her about doing these realtor bundles.
I actually went in and put the home one into a party and put in how many she could use, including the perpetual one as a half off. So I think there was 7 bundles and it was like $300. Then I divided that down and it was like $42 each. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to her about this. And then if she wants to bump it up and make it a bigger bundle than that, then
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a new partnership. I know someone that sells vehicles, and I'm gonna make little goodie packs with my information and his business card in it, and I'm gonna give a scent circle to every vehicle that he purchases in a little goodie pack, and it's gonna have some. I haven't made them yet, so I don't know exactly what they're gonna look like, but I'll share them with you guys when I do. But basically, it's gonna be something about him and I, and fragrance and vehicle needs, whatever. And then I'm going to have him a shopping link. So then anytime someone purchases from his link, he's going to get kicked back rewards on that because he uses the products as well. If I send him a buyer, he's going to give me a kickback for someone if he sells a car. So anybody that you can find to work together with, it's just another outlet. Like the possibilities are endless. I've been focusing a lot right now on trying to book future fundraisers because fundraisers are just, that's a new funnel of customers. If my parties are really slow, like they are right now, I only have one more home party on the books, which we're going to go in booking blitz and get those filled because I don't like that. That's yesterday. I sent out 4 or 5 different fundraiser opportunities and just constant funnel of different ways that so my customer base doesn't go dry. Because I promise you, you have to keep funneling people in and in and in and in and in because people only need so much when they need it. And yeah, it might be great at the beginning, but eventually it's going to fizzle out. They're going to stop buying or they're going to not buy at a pace that you want them to. And you're going to be like, where am I going to get my PRV from? Well, you have to have new customer base constantly coming in. And however you can do that, fundraisers, parties. I mean, there's whatever you can do to get in people's faces.
I had a lady call me last night that I met Saturday at an event to order.
Events are huge. Events are so huge. And you guys have to book these events and go, even if you don't have product, have a display, whatever comes in your starter kit's enough, but have the conversations with people. Don't sit down at that event. If there are people walking around, your booty better not be in that chair. You better be going out there and making that connections with those people.
And the vendors. And the vendors. Like, I made really good friends with this lady that was set up with crochet stuff. She just started crocheting a year ago. She had a whole freaking table of, she had hair scrunchies, like she had this one thing that I put on, and had it been more my colors, I would have bought it. Cause even I eyeballed Christina across the thing and she was like, that's so you. I was like, but I added her on Facebook. Like, we've been interacting with each other's posts since Saturday. Like, we're building a relationship, but she was really nice. No, sorry. I'm mom.
I feel like Tessa, are you still with us? I feel like you were the one that told us
Yes.
about another vendor booking or like reaching out to you about an event.
Yeah, so as soon as you start making friends with the other vendors, they're the best resource for more events because they're gonna also know, because they're probably doing the vendor thing more than one event. So my thing is I always end up running into the issue where they already have like a Scentsy person and a lot of um even though it's technically not against compliance for two Scentsy vendors, or like it was, but it's not now or something like that. I don't know. But it's not against the rules to have more than one Scentsy person, but most vendor people will only allow one direct sales company per event anyway. They just keep it that way. Um, so I'm actually really surprised that this one that I got into on Saturday, even though it's really far away and it's a huge event and super cheap, they didn't already have someone. So
Yeah.
Grace is
yeah,
watching one this weekend that's at like a pet store, but it's like there's a Grinch gonna be there for family pictures and stuff.
Yeah, so once you start making friends with those vendors, it's really great to just like use them as a resource for other events.
Yes. I met two events ago. I met an event or a vendor. She was across from me, and she's the one that told me about this last event and gave me all the information and got me into it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes the events like aren't like they don't post about them publicly like on Facebook and stuff. Like I'm in so many like vendor groups and like look at events, but a lot of the events that are like local to me, a lot of people won't post like about them. So like there's this one event in Bloomington, which is like 30 minutes from me. And my best friend, her company that she works for was like a vendor at the event. And I walked around the whole event and there was no Scentsy person. And I was like, man, I wish I would have known, but I'd never seen anything about that event be posted. I thought it was like you had to know someone to get into it.
It's like a little speakeasy and have a secret
Yeah, like
entrance.
but she told me, she goes, well, next year when my company signs up for it again, I'll let you know and you could probably get in because there was like a pink zebra person there. So
Yeah.
um but yeah, sometimes they don't post about them because then they get like a flood of flukes because anyone can say anything on Facebook. So they don't want to get a flood of flukes. So
Yeah. But events are huge.
My last event started at 9 o'clock, and by 9 o'clock, from other vendors, I had made over $200.
It's crazy.
But a lot
yeah,
of
I had
are that way. They'll go around because I try to go check everybody's stuff out. I'm not gonna buy from everybody's booth, but I do go check around at everybody's booth and interact with them.
Yeah.
Like I got really close to the guy that was actually sitting behind us, and he gave me info on a vendor's event that he just did last month that they already are taking applications for next year. And he had sold like 80 blankets or something like that. He had made like, yeah, I was like, okay, I might have to get into this one. He said that he didn't remember a Scentsy person in there. Okay, and they had like, because you actually had to pay to get into the event. And he said it was a flood of freaking people constantly, that they had to pay to get in. So you knew people were coming to shop. And then, but they had like a program of all the events and where tables were at. But I didn't see a Scentsy consultant on there at all. But I also did not see any direct sales on there. So I was kind of like, it might be one of those.
Yeah.
But it's like a high school gym. So
Hmm.
Or
Yeah,
it's in a high school. So
that's great.
I
I'm
wonder,
looking for
do high school job fairs let in direct sales?
I don't know.
well, I don't know, but like when they was talking about that, I was like, I don't know why our high schools don't do something like that. Bring in a bunch of vendors because they
Well,
were doing
we do the
it for
job
some.
fairs
When is that? I guess I don't remember that.
at
Or I
some
don't know.
point
I've
in high
never been.
school.
I
They
don't
all
know.
came and set up in the gym. I remember. But I wonder if they would let you. I always want to target young people because they have the group of influence. They're getting ready to go to college. Like college,
Right.
we make the perfect college products.
I mean,
Right.
I joined my first direct sales is right after I turned 18, like right after I could. But
Exactly.
I didn't realize what I could make of it, or I probably would have made something more.
Exactly. That's the
And
huge difference.
yeah, I
It
never
was
had
something
talked
we
to
always,
my upline not one time. Like I didn't even know them. I
Yeah.
didn't know what I was
something we
doing.
always talk about is, I wish we would have known it sooner so we could got into it earlier and look where
Oh
our
yeah.
business could be.
Right. Yeah, back when I had a bigger
Mhm.
circle of people when I was, still working and around people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that because you can get into a job fair. Oh my gosh. Like Recruit City, everybody's looking for a job. Everybody's gonna want to work from home.
Well, that's a good because I actually did a job fair at Marion's College for Penguin Point one time. I wonder if you could do that because that was all set up in their gym. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember if they had any direct sales set up there or not. That was fun when I went for Penguin Point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good thought. But you should definitely all of you be Googling different events because it's just such a great network of people.
It is. It's
If
fun
you
too.
want anybody to talk to events with, Tess will talk all day with you about events.
You can buy a Christmas tree and decorate it with Scentsy bars and circles and all
Renee
kinds
and
of
Jenny
stuff.
both did that, and it was so cute.
Yes.
I was gonna say for when Megan said it was an event that you had to pay to get in. I actually heard the first time I watched Jennifer what's her last
All day.
Anderson.
Anderson.
Those were both I was thinking, but they said it.
Yes. So I watched her event video. She's kind of an event queen too. And
She is next level.
yeah, she does like the really, really big
State
ones.
fairs.
Yeah, the big, huge ones. And I still am oh, do I really want to pay that much to get into an event? But depending on like the size of the event, the price
She's
might.
doing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 days. Like
Yeah.
that's
Like
next level.
if you get into, but they're not cheap to get into, and sometimes you gotta like, I mean, if you're like these girls that I follow on the that vendor group, the sensational vendor Facebook group, they'll post like their setups and I'm like, oh my God, they got trailers that they take there. They tax write off their hotel stays to go to these events, like just all sorts of stuff. And I mean, it can get really serious, but I try to stick to ones that are just kind of small because I don't have help. I do everything myself. So I can't do, and my car is not even I just have a 4-door sedan. I don't even have like a crossover that's like big enough to carry as much as I would need to set up. Um, so even for this event that I'm going to, I'm like, I don't even really want to take my car seat thing out of my car to but I might have to. Um, but yeah, like there's just so much stuff that you need and it can get really overwhelming. But they're super worth it. I always just find because like as much as I was just saying in the beginning before anyone got here for the second half that I need to y'all to hype me up for my event that I have on Saturday because I'm not convinced that I'm not gonna bail. Just
Well, I'm
because
gonna text you every single day.
just because
Right.
it's an hour and 10 minutes away, and it's um being away from my kid all day, which I don't like. Obviously, I want to have a break, but I don't want to be gone for that long. Like, obviously, I know my husband can care for our child. It's fine, but I'm just still like, oh my God, I don't want to leave my baby.
Well, just
He's
tell
too,
yourself you can always
he's
pack
too,
up early. If you're not making any money, you can always pack up early and be like, okay, I've done what I've done.
That's exactly what
yeah,
I told her.
yeah, that's what Nick said too. He was like, who
Look at
cares?
his face.
Yeah, he's just sleeping. But I'm like, I want to be here. This is what I want to do. But no, I need because I didn't sell any of my gift bundles at my last event. So I'm like, what did I make all those gift bundles for if I'm not gonna sell them? Like,
Yeah.
um, so that's my game plan for my PRV, because my goal is just to be active. So I'm gonna do the event, and I have a couple people who told me that they want to get in on my, because I always do a local order after my event to restock. I offer the local order. So I got a couple people who want to get in on my next local order. And then I told them that it was going to be on the 9th. So if I don't go to the event, then I'm not going to have a local order, and then
All
I'm
signs
missing out.
point to you're going.
I know. But it's so
Or
early
or as
too.
Renee will tell you, you'll be on my crap list.
Naughty list.
Naughty list. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to.
I don't know exactly what that means, but it's a thing.
Yeah, it's
What?
I'll definitely probably go too, because the other thing, Nick and I are gonna be moving sometime soon. Don't know when
Been hearing
exactly,
that for a while.
but we're gonna get pre-approved in January after the holidays are over, and
Exciting.
we'll see what kind of houses come up, because we're being much more picky about house than location. But he's like, I'm not moving all your wax. You need to sell it.
Another reason you need to go to the event.
Yeah.
Okay, Dylan. Got enough time to prepare. Your turn.
I was prepared for this, and then I lost it because we went on a tangent.
Yeah, I know we went in 5 different directions since I
I
told
was
you,
like
hey, get
ready
ready,
for
you're
this for
on
like
deck.
10 minutes, and then I was like, okay, forget it. It's fine. I have a party booked for this Sunday, a in-home party, so I'm excited about that.
Yay.
This was the cancellation from November, so I'm not thinking too much about it, because if it's another cancellation, then so be it. But I'm hoping that happens on the 10th. By this Friday, the 8th, I would like to get my happy mail out with I am doing samples of the scent of the month with a newsletter and a little card in there that says thank you. And it's going out to all of the customers from the past year. So it's going to take me a little bit of time, but I hope to get that done by Friday. That way it's there hopefully before the cutoff date. And then next week, I think I am going to do a text campaign leading up to the 15th. Do one message a day of like an advent calendar type or a 5-day countdown.
Okay. I like
So
that.
that's my plan. Those are the 3 main things that I want to focus on in the next week and a half.
How do you run your home parties?
I don't know yet.
You should do that catalog walkthrough that I shared.
I think I'm going to. I put it in my notes to ask you more about, but
Well,
I just don't want to get too excited about the party, because then I don't want to.
That's true.
Cancel.
Katie, are you still watching on Facebook? If you are, can you put in the chat like how you liked, I don't know if I told you, but the catalog walkthrough, that was the first time I've done that party style, was at your party. And I want to know what you thought about it and how you felt your people were about it. because I normally don't talk that much. And I like felt like I talked forever, but it seemed like you guys had a lot of fun. So I was just curious. She's still on and she's going to give us an answer.
Good.
Facebook's been popping tonight. People have been popping in and out all night long. All night long. She tried to get on Zoom, but she said it just given her the spinning wheel of death. So she
Did
just
she have the right link?
yeah, I sent her the direct link to get in here. Like when we were joined, so it should have worked.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe she's typing. There is a delay on Facebook though. So anywho, I'll send you that again. So I'll send you because she literally shared the catalog walkthrough, like the questions to ask. I'm definitely going to change up the questions because some of them I didn't necessarily like weren't my favorite, and I think I could shift the direction of the party. She said, "Hi Tracy." She says, "I liked it a lot. I felt like it definitely broke the ice and got us talking with each other about the products and us to interact with you. Definitely felt more personal." I agree. I got to know them on like who had the smelliest car, even though no one wanted to admit to that. It was a lot of fun. I definitely connected with the crowd way more than I have at any other home party. And I gave
I'll
away
have to try
raffle
that one.
tickets, and then I just gave away cups that I had made up, my Christmas cups, as the gifts. I gave three or four away.
Yeah.
So super cheap, inexpensive, but they were super happy because, and then after I did the walkthrough, as they were, so I had the Kimberly Paluto's like it or love it list, and I had all the testers out, and then they all just got on the floor and they sat there and they smelled testers and they marked them on their paper. And then as they did that, if they came to me and like looked at the display table and they asked questions, I gave them an extra raffle ticket for every question they asked me. So it helped them get to more. I mean, she had a really good launch party. Like it was an 800 PRV launch party, which wasn't even a launch party. It was just a regular party that she ended up joining after like nobody knew she was joining. So that was just straight party for me, and then she joined, and then obviously, and then we're gonna get her certified. That's the goal this month. Ain't that
Right.
bad?
Get that pay raise.
Yep, she will. How about that? Will, not good. We're saying will never see 20% commission. She'll go straight to 25 the first month.
I think that's how I did it.
Oh yeah, look at that. So, and then she had shooting star when she started, and then well on her way to sensational start level 1.
Nice.
She said she's super excited, and that's her goal for sure. You're gonna kill it, girlfriend. She's waiting on her kit to come in so she can take it to work and share it with everybody at work that didn't come to the party. So, and then there's an event she's actually just texting me about going to next week, and hoping her kit arrives by then.
Oh, it
Jenny,
should.
shout yourself out in here.
It should. I would say it should arrive
Yeah,
anytime.
so pretty she doesn't have it already.
That
I
would
am.
be insane
Lived
if
here
somebody
after the
can
first
get
of the month, though,
to.
right?
I sent Ryan's kit in on November 30th and she got it today.
I'm gonna say Sierra got hers a couple days ago.
Yeah, we closed it on the 1st.
Right. So yeah, there should be a tracking number on it.
But Jenny wants to shout herself out.
Okay.
What would I just text you?
Yeah, you're not gonna text me during a team meeting and not shout yourself out. No, you know I'm gonna be putting you on blast, girlfriend.
Yeah, I should have known better. No, I just put in an order tonight because I had woke up this morning to one of my customers wanting 4 of my gift basket things that I've made up.
Nice.
So I was placing that order for her so I could get it done, and realized that like my thing had updated and I'm only 143 like of like my PRV away from hitting 1,000 already.
And it's the 6th.
Nice.
Telling you, if you guys don't follow Jenny, she is very, very consistent with going live. And I promise you, you're going to continuously get jealous because she's going to continuously to have PRV months, but it's because she's going live and she's forcing her faith in front of people. If you want success, go live. Stop being scared. The end.
I told Tabitha I am determined to earn this dang luggage. And
Right.
as long as either like this month or next month, I was wanting it to be this month for sure. If I hit the 1,000 or more PRV, then I'll earn those incentive points too.
I just had a crazy idea. So I think you should start like, have you ever made a reel?
Me?
Yeah.
No, because technology in me does not always.
Yeah, I don't know how to do a reel either.
Okay.
No.
So I want you to do a video series in your story every single day about why you need the luggage. So
Like a video series.
Like just record yourself saying on today's episode of why Jenny has to have this luggage, something like that. So your customers can play along and root you like, I need this luggage because Abigail would literally fit in it. Why don't I need luggage like that? That was the first thing that popped in my head. There's probably a lot more reasonable excuses to need luggage.
I could probably put a kid in each one.
Exactly. Like that is the stuff. I don't know why that just came in my head, but I want to see a Jenny vlog on why you need this dang luggage.
Is there a marketing pitch?
When you give me a challenge, I tend to accept it. So you suck right now.
Right.
What, Renee?
Is there a marketing picture of the luggage?
There is now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would start with you.
Yeah, it's so cute. I thought it was the purple luggage, and now I'm like, well, I need blue luggage because
I really wanted it to be purple, but I do like the blue.
Can you send that to me just because I'm lazy and don't want to search it up?
I'll have to search it up because I don't know where it's at, but I can find it. Dang, I had we're overtime now. Look at me. I was like, oh, we're gonna end early, and now we're overtime. Crap, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. I'm hopping off because we gotta put Malachi to bed. So
yeah, sounds good.
Right.
Good night. Crap. I don't know. It's gone. All right. It's after 10 o'clock. Anybody have anything else they want to add? Questions? Okay. As always, I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you for showing up and doing that challenge. I was really, really excited about it, and keep me posted. Let me know the success that you have from it, even after today, because it's not just an instant thing. This is going to take some time to be successful, but I really hope you'll play out with it. I really hope you'll implement this in your daily follow-up system where you're making these organic connections with people, and don't let your foot off the gas. Keep flooring it until the 15th and just see how far you can go. Just see what's possible of taking the next however many days that we have. I don't even know what today is, but however many days we have, 9 or something, and really applying as much effort as you can and just see where you're at by the 15th. Because I promise if you just sit here and you don't implement anything and you don't try, you'll get nothing. But if you really try to implement and you really just push yourself to the absolute limit, go live every single day, make bundles, show people the product, show people stocking stuffers, talk to men. I'm telling you, if you're not messaging men and offering whiff boxes as Christmas gifts through Club as a subscription service, you are missing out. And don't just post because, Dylan, I love you. This isn't at you at all, but men are lazy. You have to drop in their message box and tell them, this is what I'm going to literally set up the club link for them with the awesome shopping cart feature where you can send someone the link of it already there and ready to go. All they have to do is have to put their information. Make it as simple and easy as possible. So that's my challenge to you guys. I hope you're still doing the challenge that on the 1st, I asked you guys to pick something to do every single day. I hope you're staying strong with that. We're having an incredible month. We are already at over 5,000 GWV as a team, so I'm super excited. Last December was the last time that I was not paid a title as a director, which That's fine, but it's really impressive that we're about a year in being paid a director. So I'm so proud of you guys. My success would not be anywhere without you. You make my purple heart just explode. And I love you all. Have a wonderful night, and we will catch you next Wednesday at Work It Wednesdays. Love y'all.
Good night.
Good night.